Well, welcome back. In a week that the International Telecommunications Union, ITU, hosted its 2018 conference on African soil for the first time in Durban, banking group FNB also announced that its e-wallet service has surpassed 21 billion in value of money sent. It's a significant development in the continuing conversation of banking the unbanked and providing access to users who don't have bank accounts. And we're joined now by the Chief Executive Officer of FNB Easy, Mr. Pieter Woodhatch. Welcome to the agenda.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
It's a significant achievement.
It is, and I suppose what it represents for us is a 41% increase year on year in terms of people sending money. So for FNB, it's a big value for us in terms of stimulating the economy. If you can make sends easier, right? So if you can say to affluent people, sending money to less affluent people is more convenient and easier, you can stimulate employment, and that's really what we've tried to do. So to see a 41% increase is significant.
Yeah. Let's just go back to the origins of e-wallet, because other banking houses now provide some sort of telephonic transfer of money to their clients, but it goes beyond your client base, doesn't it?
Yes. I suppose FNB is very innovative and very digital, and so you know, a lot of people offer e-wallet type services, but I suppose e-wallets become a household name. If people are sending money to each other, they, can you e-wallet me? So the next evolution for us was to say, but is there a gap in the markets? And we believe that around 11 million South Africans in South Africa are not formally being catered for in terms of the financial products that are out there. And so by offering more services and bolting actually bank account services onto e-wallet type services, we feel that we're going to cater for this market and really solve for financial inclusion in South Africa.
We can talk about big figures, 21 billion, and it sounds like a big amount, and talk about 41% increase. But what does it represent in terms of the population, ratio to population?
Yes, so effectively 21 billion results in around 38 million cents. It results in around 4.3 million prepaid transactions purchased on that. So if you think about 38 million transactions sent, that is significant in terms of services that have been rendered or sending money to a loved one or a family one, facilitating actually the flow of funds. Now, if you have a look at just from a safety angle, if you have a look at cash and inherently on how unsafe cash is versus, versus sending money on a digital platform to a loved one who then has access to it, and I suppose the unlocking of services like cash at till, then now a client can go anywhere. He can go to an ATM, he can go to a till, to a retailer store, and actually withdraw those funds. So for us, it's significant.
What makes it so popular?
I think, if you have a look at the characteristics, to be successful, I suppose, in this space, it has to be cost relevant and I suppose price relevant. It has to be safe, we believe digital, and then really easy to use. And we believe, I suppose, that we've cracked kind of those four boxes. I suppose the ease of use in facilitating that send.
It's important that you talk about it being digital, and just this week the International Telecommunications Union hosted that big event in Durban. I believe FNB was also part of it.
Yes.
What was your contribution there, and how are we using digital services to make a banking life easier?
Yeah, so actually we were one of the sponsors of the conference, and we actually got quite a big stand there. E-wallet is actually one of the services we really want to showcase to the world, to say, listen, this is how we solving. The digital storyline for FNB, really important. You see from our financial results, you see how many clients are actually banking on digital channels. I think we rated the #1 in digital this year. So just building on that digital storyline in terms of how do we leverage digital capabilities to make our customers' lives easier, so they don't have to travel 40 minutes to get to a branch, or they can check and have control over their finances, which is, I suppose, an angst point for a lot of people.
We're going to take advantage of having you here, and I know it's not your area, but a colleague of mine said, ask them why they're charging us so much in terms of finance and bank services. And the different new service charges that are just coming up every now and again, and you don't know what they're for.
Yes, so I suppose it is always a contentious point for everyone, and one of the things that e-wallet tries to solve is actually there's no monthly account fee for the client. So what we're trying to structure is actually saying that clients will pay for services as they start to need them, rather than paying for services that they don't need, and it's why that this is so cost relevant, and I suppose why it's gaining so much traction in South Africa.
Congratulations on that significant milestone. Pieter Woodhatch is the CEO of FNB Easy within the FNB brand.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment.